When you think of the Bahamas, what comes to mind? Stunning beaches, luxurious resorts, and a vacation paradise for the rich and famous? Well, what if I told you that behind this picture-perfect destination lies one of the most controversial financial hubs in the world? A place where billions of dollars move in and out hidden from prying eyes, protected by secrecy, and at the center of international scrutiny. From secret offshore accounts and tax-free wealth to cryptocurrency innovations and global crackdowns, the Bahamas is more than just a travel hotspot, it's a battleground for the world's elite, governments, and financial watchdogs. But here's the million-dollar question. Is the Bahamas truly a financial utopia, or is it sitting on an economic time bomb waiting to explode? In this video, we'll reveal the hidden truths behind the Bahamas offshore banking system, how it became a global tax haven, the economic risks it faces, and what the future holds for this tropical financial giant. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. The Bahamas is often associated with turquoise waters, luxury resorts, and celebrity hideaways. However, beyond its idyllic beaches, this island nation has established itself as one of the world's most sought-after offshore financial hubs. But with increasing global scrutiny and shifting economic tides, can the Bahamas maintain its financial dominance, or is it standing on shaky ground? Chapter 1. The Banking and Financial System 1.1 Offshore Banking and Tax Haven Status. The Bahamas has long been regarded as a premier offshore banking destination. With no personal income tax, corporate tax, capital gains tax, or inheritance tax, the country has become a magnet for high net worth individuals, HNWIs, multinational corporations, and hedge funds seeking to legally minimize tax obligations. 1. Why is the Bahamas considered a tax haven? The country offers complete tax neutrality, allowing foreign investors to protect wealth from taxation in their home countries. A strict legal framework ensures privacy and confidentiality, making it difficult for foreign governments to track assets. Easy incorporation laws make it simple for international businesses to set up shell companies and trusts. 2. Major international banks operating in the Bahamas: HSBC, JP Morgan Chase, UBS, Citibank, Royal Bank of Canada, RBC. 1.2 Regulatory environment and compliance. While the Bahamas remains attractive for offshore banking, it has faced growing pressure from the OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, FATF, Financial Action Task Force, and the European Union to implement stricter regulations to combat money laundering and tax evasion. 1. Global regulations impacting Bahamian finance. FATCA, Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, U.S. Law that requires foreign banks to report U.S. account holders. CRS, Common Reporting Standard, a global initiative for tax transparency, requiring automatic information exchange between countries. EU blacklists. The Bahamas has been blacklisted multiple times due to concerns over financial secrecy but has made significant efforts to improve compliance. Chapter 2. The Economic Landscape of the Bahamas. 2.1 The GDP and key economic drivers. The Bahamian economy relies heavily on tourism, financial services, and real estate. These three sectors collectively account for more than 85% of the country's GDP. 1. Tourism, 50% plus of GDP. The Bahamas welcomes over 6 million tourists annually, mainly from the U.S. The luxury tourism sector, including high-end resorts, private islands, and yacht charters, is a significant revenue stream. 2. Financial services, 15–20% of GDP. Offshore banking and investment funds contribute billions to the economy. The country serves as a major hub for wealth management firms, hedge funds, and insurance companies. 3. Real estate, 10–15% of GDP. High-value real estate purchases by foreigners drive economic activity. Prime locations include Nassau, Paradise Island, and Exuma. 2.2 Currency and monetary policy. The Bahamas uses the Bahamian dollar, BSD, which is pegged 1:1 to the US dollar. This fixed exchange rate ensures currency stability and facilitates trade and tourism. The Central Bank of the Bahamas regulates monetary policy, aiming to 1. Maintain currency stability. 2. Support economic growth while controlling inflation. 3. Oversee commercial banking operations. Chapter 3. The social and economic divide 3.1 wealth inequality and cost of living. While the Bahamas is home to billionaires and luxury resorts, economic disparity is a growing issue. The average Bahamian struggles with high living costs, with essentials such as food, fuel, and housing being significantly more expensive than in neighboring Caribbean nations. The unemployment rate fluctuates between 10–15%, with limited job opportunities outside tourism and financial services. Real estate speculation by foreign investors has driven property prices sky-high, making homeownership unattainable for many locals. 3.2 Crime and corruption in the financial sector. The Bahamas has struggled with corruption cases, especially related to money laundering and offshore shell companies used for tax evasion. The rise of digital banking has introduced new risks, including cybercrime and fraudulent financial activities. Crime rates, especially in Nassau, have raised concerns among investors and tourists. Chapter 4. The Future of Bahamian Finance. 4.1 Cryptocurrency and the Digital Economy. The Bahamas is one of the first countries in the world to introduce a central bank digital currency, CBDC, known as the sand dollar. 1. Why is the sand dollar important? Aims to modernize the financial system. Provides banking access to underserved communities. Increases transaction security and efficiency. 2. The Bahamas as a crypto hub with friendly regulations. The country is attracting crypto exchanges, blockchain startups, and fintech companies. FTX, once a major crypto exchange, had its headquarters in the Bahamas before its collapse in 2022, raising concerns about regulatory oversight. 4.2 Global pressure and the future of offshore banking. The Bahamas must adapt to international financial regulations or risk losing its status as a top offshore destination. 1. Key challenges. Keeping offshore banking attractive while complying with transparency laws. Diversifying the economy beyond tourism and financial services. Addressing wealth inequality and social issues to ensure long-term stability. Chapter 5. The role of foreign investment. 5.1 Foreign direct investment, FDI. The Bahamas relies heavily on foreign investment in tourism, finance, and infrastructure. Some key investments include: 1. Luxury resort developments like Atlantis and Baha Mar. 2. Foreign-owned banking and financial institutions. 3. Infrastructure projects such as ports and airports. 5.2 Risks and rewards of foreign investment. 1. Increased foreign ownership can lead to economic dependency. 2. Local businesses often struggle to compete with multinational corporations. 3. However, FDI brings jobs, innovation, and improved infrastructure. Is the Bahamas a sustainable financial haven? The Bahamas remains a powerhouse in offshore finance, but its future is uncertain. As international pressure mounts and global financial dynamics shift, the country faces a delicate balancing act between maintaining its lucrative financial sector and ensuring compliance with global regulations. For investors, billionaires, and policymakers, the question remains: will the Bahamas continue to be a tax haven, or will it be forced to transform into a more transparent financial center? One thing is certain: all eyes are on this Caribbean paradise as it navigates the complexities of global finance. Call to action. So, after everything we've uncovered, one thing is crystal clear: the Bahamas is at a financial crossroads. For decades, this island nation has been a playground for the ultra-wealthy, a shield for offshore assets, and a key player in the world of global finance. But with rising international pressure, changing regulations, and the looming threat of economic instability, how much longer can this paradise maintain its financial empire? Will the Bahamas continue to thrive as a tax-free haven, or will it be forced to bend under international scrutiny? Could its banking secrecy become a thing of the past, or will the country evolve and adapt to the new financial world order? Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Bahamas will remain a financial stronghold, or is its reign as an offshore powerhouse coming to an end? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading and responding to the most interesting takes. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Bahamas will remain a financial stronghold, or is its reign as an offshore powerhouse coming to an end? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading and responding to the most interesting takes.